So what is the expectation from the union budget?
I think one of the most exciting things for me was very early comments made by the new Minister of Health and also echoed by the Minister of Finance. I think this government is committed to providing universal health care. And I'm really looking forward to seeing whether, as quickly as in this budget, some kind of scheme is announced that will be a public-private partnership enabling millions and millions of Indians to get advantages of healthcare. So I'm not making the usual comments about increasing the tax deduction, etc., because that, while of course will be welcome and that's something the industry wants, and we do want that limit to be raised, but it has an impact only on a few million people. We really need to impact 300, 400, 500 million people, which can only be done through an insurance scheme that covers a vast population in India.
PPP would definitely cover many of the aspects, however, anything in specific?
So I think the government is committed to increasing the spend on healthcare. And the question is, how does that money get spent and how does care get delivered in the last mile? I think the RSBY scheme has proved that through the use of technology and through a very smart public-private partnership, the government can actually drive costs down year on year. And therefore, I think it's the best use of the taxpayers' money and the best way in which the healthcare funds could be utilized in this country.
70 billion US dollars is the current value right now. Do you think we would be able to reach 280 billion, the estimated by 2020?
I think whether self-funded or whether funded through people's own expenditure, the healthcare industry will continue to expand for the simple reason that even today, although it's a statistic that we should all be ashamed of, that 70% of this 70 billion that you mentioned is funded by private individuals out of their own pockets. And that's a real shame because many countries in sub-Saharan Africa have a much better statistic on that particular account. So I think that the healthcare needs will continue to expand, technology will come in, there will be supply, and therefore the industry will continue to grow. The issue is who's going to pay for it. Because currently the single biggest reason why people come below the poverty line is a health episode in the family. And therefore I think it's a duty to find a way in which we can protect the wealth of millions of Indians by making sure that they have access to financing for their healthcare needs.
All right. For a layman, what would be the criteria for choosing healthcare solutions?
The cost in the RSBY scheme, which is a working model that we have, the government budgeted 750 rupees per family for a 30,000 rupee cover. It's quite possible to design a cover for as low as 2,000 rupees, maybe even up to 100,000 rupees of cover, if a compulsory insurance scheme were to be launched. So I think that insurance or private medical insurance tends to be much higher than that because we have to select and we have to sell our policies one by one by one. But if the government were to mandate a universal health insurance cover, like many other countries, I think Australia is an excellent example, where health insurance is a compulsory mandate. You have to buy a basic cover which is designed by the government, and that basic cover must be bought by all citizens. So the moment you have a mandate, perhaps subsidized for a certain class of people, self-funded for other people, and perhaps fully paid for or virtually fully paid for by the government for other categories of people, then the cost of this insurance cover could be only a few thousand rupees a year, which is really very small. I mean, it's 150 rupees to 200 rupees a month could be the cover, could be the cost of providing 100,000 or 1 lakh rupees of cover for all citizens of a state or all citizens of the country.